this together this quickly?
Well, wave some money under people's noses and they move like lightning. Trust me.
Well, what's going on?
Good question.
Wake up and you know
Excuse me. Who's all the fuss about?
It's Victoria Spaulding, and it looks like she's making the most of her newfound family money.
Right in your face, but you blink and miss it.
I knew the Spauldings would show. They never missed a chance to be on the society page.
Excuse me.
That means a contract for
Hello, David.
Everybody wants your picture.
Well, they know a good thing when they see it.
Yeah, so do I. You look fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah. Where you been?
Oh, Alan sent me on a whirlwind tour of the Spaulding business. Would you believe he's trying to make me learn from the ground up?
Well, you certainly learned something.
Well.
Are you here alone?
You know, I tried to drag Alan along, but he got some important phone call and ran off. So, yes, I'm alone.
Not anymore. Can I get you a drink?
That would be great. Champagne, please.
Hey, you got it.
Okay.
Grab a drink.
Well, I can't get
No, it's my place, and I say you
the
ready for an opening night toast. Excuse me. Meg.
Hey, thank you.
No, thank you for making this night possible.
All I did was shake a few hands, move
Oh,
a few
stop.
boxes.
You did more than that. I mean, you practically put this place together yourself.
What are you talking about?
Okay. The lighting. Right? Put it on dimmers. I don't know what the hell. I mean, you made the logo. The paintings on the wall are you. It's all you. Just you. You're a star, baby.
Is it quicker?
Well, the place does look great, huh?
Got it.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
It's millennium.
To millennium.
And a bright future.
Oh, you and Bill?
I can't believe
Great. The
it.
gossip begins.
No, I'm not going to tell anyone. I mean, my best friend and her oldest friend are just better friends than I thought.
Nothing happened.
Right. Well, you're awfully nervous about whatever that nothing is.
Nothing is nothing. And what did you mean by he did it?
Oh, come on, Michelle. I know you got your eyesight back. I'm sure you've noticed the way he's been looking at you lately.
We are good friends, and we have been since we were little. Nothing has changed. I'm in love with Jesse, and Bill knows that.
Really? Right. So then, why'd he kiss you?
I don't know, actually.
I knew it! I knew it! He totally pounced.
Stop it! You stop saying that he pounced. It wasn't a pounce. It was innocent.
Innocent, like what? A kiss on the cheek, or?
Not exactly.
Ah, not exactly. A kiss on his cheek. Well, then it wasn't exactly
Dahlia,
innocent.
leave it alone.
Okay. I'm sorry. What was the kiss like, anyway?
I don't even remember it. Okay, just, you gotta do me this favor and come to the opening with me tonight.
What, to chaperone? Why not? Sure. This should be fun.
Michelle? Wow, you look amazing.
Thanks, so do you.
So you ready to go turn some heads?
We have to wait for Dahlia.
Dahlia.
Yeah, I asked her to come along with us. You don't mind, do you?
Oh, no, of course not. I just didn't know.
I just felt really bad with all this stuff about Marcus, you know, and Jesse's gonna be working, and you probably want to talk to some available women. So I wanted to have someone to hang out with.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that, but it's no problem. I'm sure we'll all have fun.
I'm suing for temporary custody of Kevin and Jason. Blake came over to try and talk me out of it, and things got a little out of hand.
What do you mean, out of hand?
It's not like that. Nothing happened. It's just what she's driven me to.
Ross, you can't take the kids away from Blake. You know what they mean to her.
I'm not so sure about that anymore.
You know how much she loves them.
I told her to keep those boys away from Ben Warren, and she didn't. She chose Ben over her own sons.
You think she chose Ben over you?
For God's sakes, I don't want to psychoanalyze this anymore, all right? I have a lot of work to do.
Don't give up on your family so easily, Ross.
What the hell are you talking about easily? Do you think this is easy? After any number of affairs? She goes away with a man who is determined to destroy me. What am I supposed to do? Sit around and watch him raise my children? Your daughter has chosen her libido over her own husband and her own sons.
Ross, I know it's indefensible. I have tried to get through to her.
And you are the last one to be giving anybody advice after what you've done with your life.
Why do you keep saying that to me?
I don't mean to take this out on you. I'm sorry. It's just that I'm drowning in my own hate.
You have every right to hate Ben.
Yeah, and what about Blake? You know, it would give me great satisfaction to grind that woman into dust. And that makes me no better than Ben.
You are not Ben. You've said it yourself. He drove you to this. Ben and me.
What do you mean, you?
I told her to lie, to save her marriage, and now it's ruined, just like mine is.
Holly, I do not blame you.
Well, you know, Ross, if I had something to do with all of this, maybe I can try and fix it. And I'm telling you, if somewhere inside you, you still love her, now is the time. You've got to fight for her.
Ross didn't try to kill me.
He shot you, didn't he?
He was trying to protect me.
From what? We had just finished making love when he barged in through the door. What danger were you in?
Ben, he thought you were raping me.
All I saw was a man in a jealous rage pull out a gun and shoot his adulterous wife.
That is not what happened.
He brought a loaded gun into a house with small children.
Well, the kids weren't even here.
For all he know, Kevin or Jason could have wandered in him and been hit with a stray bullet.
Don't.
Huh?
Just don't even.
I'm just trying to show you how he didn't care, how he was only interested in trying to punish you.
But the charges have been dropped.
It's a whole new ball game now.
But, the charges have been dropped.
Yeah, Ross has friends. Cooper made an impassioned plea at the DA's office to sweep this whole thing under the rug.
Frank did that?
What are buddies for?
But this means you can reopen the case.
In a flash. The last thing the DA's office wants is talk of corruption.
And if Ross is charged, then I get to keep my children.
There are very few courts that would grant custody to a man charged with attempted murder of his wife. We can beat this. Blake.
I can't do it to Ross. I can't do it.
Well, Detective, your message said you wanted to talk with me about Annie Dutton. What's the problem?
She contacted Riva.
You saw her?
Not exactly.
Did you talk with her?
She tried to kill me, Alan. Again.
She never tried to kill you, Riva.
Well, let me tell you
she
something.
did this time either.
If Terry hadn't pushed me out of the way, I would have been crushed to death by a little trick that Annie pulled on me at Carousel Farms.
You know, Detective, when you discuss Annie Dutton with Josh and Riva, they have a knack for exaggeration. Annie's no angel, but she's no killer either.
She left a note, Alan. We know it was her.
Perhaps she was trying to scare you, Josh.
The car she abandoned, you want to know what they found in there, the cops? They found a body bag, a shovel, duct tape, all the things that a person would use to dispose of a body.
Detective, is that why you called me here, to hear these two paranoid people rant about Annie Dutton?
When was the last time you saw her?
We went over this at the house, Detective. The last time I saw her was right before she escaped at the jail.
And you haven't seen her since?
Check your notes, Detective. She left me an email just a couple of weeks ago.
Then explain this cufflink at the scene of the crime. I don't understand. Was she maybe keeping it as a memento? Or is it possible that you're lying to me?
Starts talking about Alan. I mean, he's talking about how stingy he is. He's calling him names I haven't heard since I was down on the docks.
So what'd you do?
Well, I just introduced myself. Hi, I'm Victoria Spaulding, Alan's niece.
jump back to.
I thought the guy was gonna pass out.
I bet he saw his life pass right before his eyes.
You know, he told me he'd increase production by 25% if I spared his job.
And I bet you agreed graciously.
I made him squirm a little.
Oh, poor guy. You done that to me. You let me have it a few times.
Well, only when you deserved it. Besides, I was under the impression you didn't like me very much.
Oh, no.
No.
No. Well, listen, ever give a guy a second chance?
Rarely.
So, what do you think my next move should be? Why, I wouldn't want to screw up again.
Know how to dance?
I thought you'd never ask. Look at this.